All right, I have just purchased some stuff from, this is from Big Lots, and this is from Dollar Tree. This is from Dollar Tree, and this. And some rubber bands and tweezers from the Dollar Tree. This and this and this is from the Dollar Tree. And I also had to grab myself some of this soap from Dollar Tree. They don't always have it, so I had to see if I can just grab myself something. I had to think about myself for a second, because when I go out, I usually thinking about school supplies, especially around this time of the year. And in total, this cost $6, and this was $1, $1, $1, $1, $1. So I literally just spent only $11 on all of that. I'm gonna let you know in a minute what I'm gonna do with these containers. So my plan is to make boxes for supplies, but I just don't want a whole box that's full of supplies. I would rather have everything separated, so I had to try to figure out what could fit in those boxes that I got from Big Lots. So I took my boxes into Big Lots, and then I measured kind of like with the containers to see if they would actually fit. So as you can see, this container is pretty strong. It came with 3 with removable lids, which is great so stuff don't fall out. What I noticed at Dollar Tree is that the containers are very weak. They break easily. Not all of them, but a lot of the times, a lot of them do break. So this set right here was only $1, and it came with 4 containers. They gave a bonus one, so I think that's just perfect. And as you can see right here, these fit perfectly in here. It's a tiny bit of room left, but not much. And here it goes. This is how the lid goes, and the lid just fits perfectly on. So I'm gonna put crayons in here and glue sticks, which are huge. And if you have like at least 4 or 5, they can all go in here. What else can fit in here? Not much else. So pretty much just crayons and glue. I did want to try to see if I could find one that's just long as this is, but I didn't, so I couldn't find anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and show what I'm gonna do with my next container. Now, as you can see, I just filled my other container, and I thought these were kind of cute, more than anything. And I was like, let me not just pick up something else to buy, another container for nothing. But I was like, okay, we have marbles, which are in a baggie and they always fall out. I can easily just put them in here, and they can be good for sensory as well. I can easily take them out and put them back, because my boys seem to love to play with marbles, and I don't really like it, but I only let them take it out when I'm watching them, because they're so small and they can get lost and end up somewhere, which isn't good. And I was like, okay, I can also put rubber bands in here, because you know how bulky rubber bands can be if you just, like if I just set this whole thing in here, it'll probably fill up the whole container. But if I stuff what I need in there, I won't lose them. I can just open up the top and get them out. I like how they open and close. I also, if I don't feel like I need to use all of these for supplies, I can also use this for my my little toddler, who is 3. He can work on fine motor skills, and we can use pom-poms, and he can get a pom-pom and I can also like you know, put a circle or something that's a certain color, and he can put the different colors in a specific bottle um, with pom poms. And these are really like, you got to be strong. So this will really be good for fine motors. I can put pom poms in here, um, and many other things. I also have glass beads, the flat kind. I can put those in here. But no, never mind that. Maybe a few. And we can use it for counting, um, for easy access. Because right now they're in a baggie. Um, and also he can fill up just one of these with pom poms. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I also was thinking that we can do adding with these. I can put, different numbers like 5 plus 2 or whatever numbers we're working on, whatever addition facts we're working on. And they can do that, and we can do 5 plus 2 equals how many altogether. And, there's many different things I can do with that setup right there. I want to get into doing busy bags. Let me say this. I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. It is an organizational thing. Okay, all these activities set up. But I pretty much just use work boxes, and it's the same thing. And we don't like leave the house all the time throughout the week. Maybe like twice a week to do things. I don't really think I need them, but then, I'm debating. I feel like I can spend a lot of money when I have a lot of stuff already. It's like thinking about it, and then they only play with it for 2 or 3 minutes. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I like activity centers. I think activity centers are fun. So, yep. And then I can just put the top on these. And let's see if the top will even fit on this. Nope. It sure won't. Not with those there. So maybe it can just be an activity box. So the supply box. Yeah, I honestly don't know how I could. Yeah, it'll just have to be an open box because that won't shut. So we'll definitely have to figure that out. But for now, I think that's decent. And this was just an extra box right here, so we can use that for something else. So this is gonna be my supply boxes, and I have a lot of supplies, so that was just fun to get the stuff for that. So I had these 2 extra left over. I'm thinking now I can just put this in my desk. Because I actually have no other clue what to do with it. But on to what I also got from the store. I picked up all of this stuff from Big Lots. I have been doing my best to avoid Walmart. It just seems like everything is not against them. And nothing against Walmart itself. It's just that I'm trying to do more so a healthier diet, and they don't have that many healthy options. If anything, it's hard to find, and I haven't really found them yet. They might have a lot of this stuff. It's just that the lines are always long, and I always end up in there for hours. When I go in a different store, I get what I need and get out. I find deals or whatever I need and, go through the line out quick. But not the case at Walmart. I've been lately shopping at Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, especially for the dry products. Not products, but dry food. I find that I can get big bulks for really cheap and decent quality. From beans to the rice, to the flour, just everything. And I kind of fill in and do my shopping at Winn-Dixie and also Target every now and then, but not all the time. Um, Usually when I find certain deals or just, want to get certain things. But shout out to Darcy. She has actually 10 kids and she is very minimal in what she does. And she mentioned that she does a one ingredient food. Um, that's all she does is one ingredient foods. Tons of fruit, tons of food that's just whole, not processed. So I am wanting to do the same thing. I actually like eating healthy, and I said, okay, this week I'm just gonna buy everything fresh. And it started at Whole Foods. I was getting all the dry products. I'm like, wow, I had like probably 20 bags of dry goods. So I've been making everything from scratch this week. I mean, everything. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it takes maybe, a total of 2 hours of my day to cook all of those meals from scratch. From the popcorn to crackers. I didn't know that crackers were so easy. Um, Whole Foods had this refried bean mix. It was so good. It's like all the spices and everything were in it, and it was in a dry area. I'm like, oh wow, this is nice. Um, Oatmeal. Sometimes the kids will have um, homemade pancakes and eggs for breakfast. You know, either one of those. I haven't bought any cereal this week. If I do, it'll be Cheerios. Um, so, yep, that's pretty much it. And I was like, at Big Lots, I was like, let me see how these. Oh, yeah? You can't, honey, okay? Let me record, okay? Okay, go ahead, back in your room. So I noticed that they had a lot of good stuff, a lot of quality stuff that I don't ever see there. So let's go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna planning on making my own trail mix, my own oatmeal cookies, peanut butter cookies, everything. I also noticed at Whole Foods when I was there that they had chocolate chips, the kind with real cocoa, not the milk chocolate kind. So I, got a lot of those. They're very expensive though, but I got like a nice little batch of them to make some oatmeal chocolate or peanut butter cookies, which are my favorite. They taste so better homemade. I got my husband's coffee from Big Lots. It was only, I think, what, $4 something. It was really cheap. And then they had this pink salt. I had got some and poured it in my bags at Whole Foods, but I ran out quick. And this was only $3. So I'm like, why not? Because I had ran out. And this oat brand, $3 or something like that. And I was looking at, I had grabbed a bag of granola from Big Lots, and I'm like, what's in this? And it said oat bran, and I'm like, well, why not just make my own granola? So that's why I got the rolled oats, the oat bran, to make my own granola, and I can throw in anything that I want, but I kind of like mine maybe with peanut butter and oats and oat bran. That's simple, just like that, just like the bag I saw. And I want to make the kids a trail mix, and for me and my husband, it's something healthy. We usually always buy trail mixes, but guess what? I can make my own because I noticed in most of the bags of trail mix, they only throw in M&Ms, chocolate chips for something sweet. So I can throw in some chocolate chips. Not even that, maybe just the raisins, the peanuts, and the banana chips crunched up. That'll be nice and simple. And this brownie mix, I started not to get it, but it's by the same company, Red Mill. I really am tempted when I go in the store and see all those brownies. I'm like, oh, If only I knew how to cook them right. But every time I mix it up and try to make it, it never comes out right. It's always hard or something, or just doesn't taste right. And it seems like it takes forever for me to make. But I looked at the ingredients and it wasn't really nothing bad in it. Sugar, gluten-free flour blend, sweet white rice flour, brown rice flour, potato starch. So this is actually gluten-free. Doesn't